everybody at the trade show. Well, the venture capital money dried up. Boom, everybody went out of business. That was it. It turned out that everybody else was just like me. They didn't have an ebook. Okay, now it's come back out again, thanks to Amazon, right, and Kindle, right? That was the first like big name, was Kindle. It's like, I ride Metro North, okay, y'all, to go up to Westchester. I do like my little unofficial look around in the morning, look around in the evening, and I see paper, book. I don't see the ebooks, okay? Now, I understand that they're on the subway, okay? But my unofficial is like, I just don't know, And again, with the theory of don't spend more than $500 on anything, you can come out with an ebook version for, as long as you've already done the work for your printed version, you can come up with an ebook version for about $150. So at that point, you haven't really, nothing venture, nothing gain. Okay, so you can put it out there. Do I know the best-selling ebook? It was a conversation with Lightning when we were down there. He said, you know what the best-selling ebook is? I said, what? He says, 10 o'clock on a Sunday night, Sparks Notes. And all of a sudden I say, okay, well that makes sense. Okay, Tom Sawyer, that doesn't make sense. Okay, Sparks Notes at 10 o'clock after the stores are closed and the college kids figure out that they've got a test the next day. That makes sense. So I don't know. I mean, it's all. I think with the iPad, now I got that demo, and one of our the guys in our office has one, and that's pretty cool. Now I like that better than what I've seen on the Kindle, and it looks. But then again, even after sitting there watching a 20-minute demo on the iPad, probably 30 seconds was showing me a book, and all the rest was all these other gadgets, including this race. That was cool as can be. It was a game where you're steering the iPad and you're going down a racetrack like Mario Kart. So I don't know whether I believe that basically books are going to be here for forever, okay. And if you believe anything that Freud ever had to say, right, that your personality is made up by the time you're 2. Look, I got 2-year-old grandkids. Both of them are reading books, okay. That if that's true, they're going to be book people. So maybe their kids will be read to out of a Kindle, okay. But these two aren't. Okay, so that probably gives us another generation of paper people.
I wrote a re-review 2 months ago. May 2010 is the first time I can remember that every single one of the books I sold was an ebook.
You may need to work on your sales.
Well, all of a sudden, in the last few months, I have noticed a real surge. Some of it's Kindle, some of it's iPad. So I know that while we sold a lot of copies of the Kindle version of Guerrilla Marketing Goes Green. I know that I used to figure that my ebook sales were 90% people who didn't want to pay the $12 to ship it to Asia or Europe, and 10% people who need it yesterday and can't wait for it to arrive. And there's a shift. So, yes, paper books are here for a while longer, but maybe not as long as you think.
All right.
Well,
So what?
I think
and none of us actually know.
Exactly. We don't have a crystal ball, but I think that the paper book will always, for at least a couple of generations, will probably be around because it takes a while to make a big shift. And I don't think the iPad is yet drool-proof.
There's more to an experience. There's an experience. I do a mentor thing every year with one of the local high schools where my son went. And I took 2 boys, it was last year, I took them over to the printing plant. We're going across, we're sitting there. Okay, these are 2 17-year-old boys. And the owner of the printing plant asked them about ebook. And he says, well, why would I want an ebook? He says, I don't see it working. There's a personal experience. It was like an advertisement for me. And this was like unrehearsed from a high school kid. Happened to be a very good high school, but it was unrehearsed from a high school kid talking about the experience, the book experience, to turning the pages, to flipping it down.
Now, you'll be here for the whole day, right?
Yeah.
He's got about 5 minutes left, so
So I'm going to stop at number 9.
Oh, yeah, so one more question.
Well, actually, it was just a comment about the e-books. I was on the unit train with a woman who had a book from Barnes & Noble. And I asked her, I said, do you really like this? She says, oh, I just use this for the books that I don't want to necessarily purchase. So she's still purchasing those books by authors that she loves, and she still loves the feel of paper. So when we talk about what effect the whole iPad and book is going to have, I think it's going to take a